Hello dear friends, this is Dr. Jyoti Waghmare and today we are going to learn the most important concept in English grammar, that is subject-verb concord. We can say this is the soul of English grammar because once you learn and master all the rules of subject-verb agreement or concord, then you can frame grammatically correct sentences in English language. And even if you are preparing for competitive examinations, then this topic is very important because in all of the examinations of MPSC, UPSC or any other competitive examination, the questions related to subject-verb concord are always asked. So let us learn the important concept of subject-verb concord. The learning outcomes of this session are: at the end of this session, students will be able to understand all the rules of subject-verb concord and they can use proper verbs in their oral and written communication. Let us learn what is the meaning of concord. According to the dictionary, the word concord means peace, agreement and harmony. It is used about words in a phrase. The fact of having to have a particular form according to other words in the phrase. But let us learn what is the meaning of subject-verb concord in grammar. The subject and verb in a sentence should agree or match, otherwise the sentence will not sound right. Concord refers to the way that a word has a form appropriate to the number or gender of the noun or pronoun it relates to. Rule number first and second of subject-verb concord. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. For example, she is attending online lecture. Here in this sentence, the subject is she and it is singular. So the singular verb is followed by it. In the second sentence, they are attending online lectures. In this sentence, they is a subject. It is plural, so the plural verb are is there. Rule number 3. If two subjects are joined by and, the plural verb will be used. For example, Rima and Seema were going to movie. Here, Rima, Seema both are singular, but they are joined with and. So, the plural verb were is used here. Similarly, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh are the states in India. Here, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, two subjects are joined by the conjunction and, so the plural verb are is used here. Rule number 4. If two or more than two nouns or adjectives are joined by and, but only one person or thing or idea is discussed, then singular verb will be used. For example, my friend, philosopher and guide has come. Here, friend, philosopher and guide. Three adjectives are used for a same person. So here, the singular verb has is used. Similarly, slow and steady wins the race. Fish and chips is my favorite dish. Rule number 5. If two uncountable nouns are joined by and if two different subjects are discussed, plural verb will be used. For example, poverty and misery come together. Here, poverty and misery are two nouns but they are uncountable, so the singular verb is used here. Rule number 6. If the subject is joined by as well as with, along with, together with and not, in addition to, but, besides, except, rather than, accompanied by, like, unlike, no less than, nothing but, the verb will agree with the first subject and not with the second subject. For example, Ram as well as his parents is coming. Here, the verb is singular because the first subject is Ram, it is singular. The verb should not agree with the second subject parents. Similarly, in the second sentence, the captain along with the sailors was drowned. In this sentence, the first subject is the captain and the second subject is sailors. Sailors is plural but it is second subject and the verb should be agree with the first subject captain which is singular. In the third sentence, my father unlike my uncles is very strict. In this sentence, the second subject uncles is plural but first subject father is singular, then the verb is agree with the first subject my father and the singular verb is used here. Rule number 7. If an article is placed just before the first subject, it means the person think is the same for which two nouns are used. Hence, singular verb will be used. For example, a white and black gown was bought by her. Here, article is placed only before the first noun. It means that only one thing is referred here. So, the singular verb is used here. In the second sentence, a great orator and politician has won the election. Because the article is placed only before the first adjective, then the singular verb is used here. Rule number 8. But if an article is used before every subject, it refers to different people or things. For example, if it is said that a black and a white gown is purchased, it is wrong. We have to say a black and a white gown are purchased because the articles are placed before every subject, then it will be counted as plural. The director and the producer have come. Here, the article is placed before every subject. It means that they are two persons. So, the plural verb have is used in this sentence. Rule number 9. If two subjects are joined by neither nor, either or, not only but also, nor, or, non but, then the verb will agree with the nearest subject. Remember, the verb will agree with the nearest subjects. Examples are, neither Ram nor Sham has come. So, here the verb should agree with the nearest subject, Sham. Either Ram or his friends have come. Why here in this sentence we have used the verb have? Because Ram is singular, friends plural, and it is a rule in English grammar that if the subjects are joined with either are, neither nor, or, etc., then the verb should agree with the nearest subject. And the nearest subject, friends, is plural. Then it is followed by the verb have. Rule number 10. Certain nouns are plural in form but singular in meaning. Hence, they take singular verb. For example, the name of the diseases such as measles, mumps, rickets, shingles, etc. Names of games such as billiards, darts, draught, etc. Name of the countries such as the United States, the West Indies, United Arab Emirates, etc. Name of the books such as the Arabian Nights, Three Musketeers, etc. Or name of few subjects such as physics, economics, civics, statistics, politics, linguistics. It should be followed by the singular verb. For example, mathematics is an interesting subject. Politics is not my cup of tea. Physics was my favorite subject. Here, in these sentences, singular verb is used. Rule number 11. Usually, we match the verb with the nearest subject, but sometimes this is wrong. If one subject is the main subject and if the second subject is subordinate, then we have to match the verb with the main subject of the sentence. For example, the quality of apples is good. Here, the quality is main. Then, the verb should agree with quality and not with apples. So, the singular subject is used here. In the second sentence, he and not his parents is guilty. Here, parents is a subordinate subject and he is the main subject. Then the verb should be agree with the main subject he. So, the singular verb is used here. The same case is followed in the third sentence, that the appeal of the victims for the transfer of the cases related to riots to some other states has been accepted. Rule number 12. Collective noun always takes a singular verb. For example, the herd of cows is grazing in the field. Although there are number of cows in the herd, but the rule is that collective noun is followed by a singular verb. The committee has unanimously taken its decision. Similarly, there should be many members in the committee, but committee is a collective noun, so it should be followed by singular verb. Then has is used here. Remember, if there is a division among the members of the collective noun, or we talk about the members of the collective noun separately, then plural verb and plural pronoun are used. For example, the jury are divided in their opinion. Why we have used the plural pronoun and plural verb here in this sentence? Because the jury are divided in their opinions and we are referring the members separate. Rule number 13. The plural number will always take a plural verb. For example, 100 boys are in my class. If plural noun is used after cardinal adjectives such as 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. If plural noun denotes certain amount, weight, height or period, then the singular verb will be used. In other words, we can say that the plural numbers used as a singular unit will take a singular verb. So you can see here that 100 rupees is in my pocket. If you say 100 rupees are in my pocket, then it is wrong. 10 miles is a long distance to cover on a foot, because if plural noun denotes certain amount, weight, height or period, we have to use singular verb according to the rules of subject-verb concord. Rule number 14. Each, every, everyone, someone, somebody, nobody, none, one, any, many, more than one are singular. So they will take a singular verb, singular noun and singular pronoun. So you can see here, each student has come. In this sentence, each is followed by the singular verb has. Each boy, each girl has come. More than one man was present here. Rule number 15. If of is used after each, every, one, etc., the noun or pronoun that comes immediately after of will be plural in the form. The verb, pronoun, adjective, etc. that comes in the latter part of the sentence will be singular in the form. For example, one of the boys has done his work. Although the subject boys is plural, but because of is there, so we have to use the singular verb. Similarly, in the next sentence, every one of the teachers was hardworking. I hope all of you have understood these rules of subject-verb concord. These are the references which I have used to make this video. Thank you.